I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Drilbur. Found in Europe, Asia, and North America, moles are small mammals that dig through the earth. With silky fur, tiny legs, and big paws, they can be very cute. But with pale skin, blind eyes, and weird noses, other species can be quite gross and scary. This variety, combined with the fact they're often underground, makes them a real Schrodinger's animal. With their ability to dig underground, and their habit of leading little dirt hills behind them, moles are a fascinating group of animals for children. They regularly find themselves in cartoons and video games. Though up until now, the closest we've had to a mole Pokemon have been Diglett and Dugtrio, based on arcade Whack-A-Moles. Drilbur is an adorable little ground-type mole Pokemon that really captures the best aspects of the animal. A sweet smile, a big nose, enormous paws, and teeny tiny little feet all add up to a very huggable monster. It has big sharp claws for digging, but still looks like it could squeeze without accidentally stabbing you. Pokemon Black tells us, it can dig through the ground at a speed of 30 miles per hour. It could give a car running above ground a good race. While Pokemon White explains, it makes its way swiftly through the soil by putting both claws together and rotating at high speed. Of course, as with real moles, not everybody loves Drilbur. Pokemon Shield tells us, it's a digger, using its claws to burrow through the ground. It causes damage to vegetable crops, so many farmers have little love for it. In the anime, Iris had a Drilbur, which she caught as her first Pokemon after personally defeating it in hand-to-hand combat, because Iris is absolutely ace. After training with it in the wild, she eventually took her Drilbur to competition and wreaked even more havoc until it evolved, but more on that later. The name Drilbur combines drill with burrow, as this is a Pokemon which drills burrows. Duh! The Japanese name is Moguru, combining Mogura, Japanese for mole, with the English screw. Drilbur is a cute mole, but as I said at the start, not all moles are adorable. There are plenty of more horrifying examples, and at level 31, Drilbur gets much more scary when it evolves into Excadril. Excadril is a bigger, bulkier mole, with an additional steel typing. The claws on its paws have fused into two big drills. An additional drill curls over the head, from a slightly gross growth on its back. Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 explain, forming a drill with its steel claws and head, it can bore through a steel plate, no matter how thick it is. Moles can be cute or gross, and Excadril can be a help or a hindrance to humans. Pokemon Black tells us, it can help in tunnel construction. Its drill has evolved into steel strong enough to bore through iron plates. While Pokemon White tells us, more than 300 feet below the surface, they build maze-like nests. Their activity can be destructive to subway tunnels. Welcome back to Moils on Mon. Drilbur.
Turns into my favourite Gen 5 Pokemon. I love Excadril. What a cool guy. Just, big old claws, cool little, helmet hood thing. Really strong as well, can carry you for the entire game. And my brother is the one who I borrowed my copy of Black from originally. And I told him about the draft that we did. and he said, your first draft pick, that would have been, you picked Excadril, right? I was like, yes! Somebody else agrees with me! Because I remember you and Andy going, Drilbur, why'd you pick Drilbur? Come on!
I mean, I got nothing against Drilbur, I was just shocked that you jumped on it.
I love this. I mean, even Drilbur, I mean, I know I just spoke about Excadril here, but Drilbur, just like kind of, he's got that goofiness about him there, like the little nose, kind of like just a fun guy. But you stick with him, he'll carry your team with, you know, mad attack, lots of earthquakes, and being a cool guy. I am a fan.
Excadril has been a competitive mainstay since it was first introduced, thanks to the effectiveness of its steel typing, its bulk, and its ability to abuse sandstorms. It's a little more effective in single battles, as often played by fans, but it has certainly put in appearances in double battles as organised officially by the Pokemon Company. In the anime, Iris Excadril did well until it was defeated by Haxorus, at which point it sealed itself up in a drill form and wouldn't come out until Iris understood its feelings. Once it was ready to go again though, it became an absolute beast. The name combines drill with excavate, as this is a monster that can dig up the earth at an industrial scale. The Japanese name is Doryuzu, combining the Japanese word uzu, meaning spiral, as in Uzumaki, with Doryu, an alternative reading of the word mole. It's ironic to me that this Pokemon's name does not use the Mogura reading of the word mole, as the kaiju Mogera from the Godzilla movies, with a drill on each hand and another on its face, seems like a clear inspiration. From cute little Drilbur to the overwhelming power of Excadril, this is a cool Pokemon family. If anyone needs me, I'll be living underground with the moles, digging holes. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon is composed by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing and editing is by me, Luke Summerhays, while funding is provided by lovely listeners at patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. Next up are Aldino and Timber, so if you have thoughts about those or any other monsters, hit me up with a DM or an email to lukelovespkmn@gmail.com. If you like this podcast, please rate and review wherever you're listening, or tell a friend. And if you want to hear more Pokemon chatter from me, come by twitch.tv/lukelovespkmn, most Saturday nights from 9 PM UK time. Even if you don't feel like doing any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Drilbur, and remember, I love you too.